Hey guys, and welcome back. We actually made it to episode 2, would you know it. My name is Anthony Dane, and with me tonight is the ever-handsome Josh Bratton.
Hello.
There he is. And we are your casual critics, and here we are bringing you podcast episode 2 for the month of October. With us tonight, we have my good buddy back again, Mike Linetti.
Hi.
There he is. And also joining us tonight is Joe Valentine.
What up?
See, there he is. Isn't that cute? So, this episode, we're actually just going to kind of ramble about some stuff and get a general notion of what kind of horror games we like, scary games, that sort of scenario, mostly because it's the month of October. And there wasn't anything major that came out this month that was really worth talking about. Nothing as big as, like, Destiny was, or something else that's big. Like next month, when what comes out next month?
Final Fantasy, Dishonored.
That's the one. Final Fantasy. That's gonna be a big one. Josh,
Yeah,
I can't wait to talk about that.
That's my baby. I'll be all on that one.
Oh, that's going to be a time killer right there.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what we like about it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much what we're going to be talking about as this thing goes on. So let's kick it off with Mike, your little brainchild from the very first one. The what have
You
you been
can't
playing?
pin this on me.
Oh, I
Too late. It's all you know.
Damn it!
So let's start with you then, buddy. What have you been playing this month?
I picked up Middle Earth on the cheap. It was like $10. Finally finished BioShock Infinite. That's mostly what I've been playing.
Just those two for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of stopped BioShock for a little bit to focus on Mordor, and then I finished BioShock a few days ago, so I'm probably going to try to knock that out.
Yeah, that's fair. Dude, I have not been able to put down Shadows of Mordor. I absolutely love it.
It's the best Assassin's Creed game of the last 5 years.
You know, it's been around for a while. Just jumped.
Yeah, but it was $10.
I suppose. I got it back when it was new. There wasn't a lot of games out for the 4s. It's like, fuck it, I'm going to just grab whatever comes out that looks interesting.
Wasn't it like PlayStation 4, like one of the original, not launch title, but like earlier in the life cycle?
Yeah, I think it was one of the most recent when the 4 came out. I think all you had was Black Flag, Knack, if you're a nerd.
Which we are.
Yeah, it's good. I mean, it's the combat of Arkham and like the free running of Assassin's Creed. So
It is by far the best Assassin's Creed I've ever played.
yeah, it's sad.
I'm definitely getting my Batman fix out of it. That's funny though that you're playing BioShock because Joe's in the middle of playing BioShock. I think he's playing it right now, aren't you?
Oh, right now I'm on Doom, but all I got to do is clean up for Infinite.
Oh man, did you finish 1999 mode?
No, I started it and then I looked at it and was like, ugh, it's just one game.
Yeah, that's the one thing I'm not looking forward to because I just read it's like a bitch to complete. So
You know, I actually.
One good thing about not being a completist, I just play until I get bored. I don't try and get all the medals and shit.
I'm a trophy whore.
That's an understatement. How many platinums do you have, Mike?
126, 27, somewhere around there.
I've only got 60.
It's still more
I
than
think me and Tony used to race for a little bit, but then like he got like a life, so.
I see how it is.
I think you should share it because I wouldn't mind one of those.
Joe, we're also in kind of a little platinum race, aren't we, until the end of the year?
Yeah, except I think everybody quit on that, so I don't think the money's involved anymore.
Motherfuckers.
But that's fine. I think I still got more for the year than you did.
What? I got 2 already.
I got... Let's see.
I
I got Gauntlet, which was stupid.
I downloaded Gauntlet. I was not in any hurry to play that. I remembered it from my 64 days, but I free download or whatever it was, $10 or whatever for PSN, and just never got around to playing it.
Dude, on 64, that was the shit, though.
Fucking
It's
loved
a
it.
hell of a grind. That's the problem with it. Hell of a grind.
for the trophy horse.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, which is not me, obviously. So,
How many platinums do you have, Josh?
I don't know, 0 maybe.
Wait, didn't you get Destiny?
I've got Destiny, but I still need to finish up my Titan subclass for the first one.
Oh, that's right.
God.
So I mean, technically, I could get it done like today if I stop playing with my Warlock as we're talking. But no,
Quitter.
Whatever.
What have you been playing this month, Joe?
Well, other than Bioshocks, I've been playing Enter the Gungeon and now Doom.
Ooh.
I never played Doom. I played the demo, which was actually really good, but I got dizzy.
If you can get past the lame multiplayer, which there's only a few trophies for, you'll do just fine.
Oh,
It's
that's
not-
what turned me off, was the beta for the multiplayer.
You only got to get to level 5 and win one match.
Oh, that's nothing.
I played Enter the Gungeon for a little bit. It's like Binding of Isaac, basically.
Yeah, that one's gonna take a while to get 100%.
Oh, I think it's at like a 0.3% on the network. It's like, it's basically all luck.
It is.
Oh, yeah. 'cause
I can't even beat the
But-
last boss.
It's a roguelike. What do you expect? I mean, it's just, you gotta come back to it and hope you get a lucky roll.
Yeah, no, I'm not all about that. I mean, might as well stick with Destiny, RNG.
Yeah.
Get screwed by that.
Oh, well, you're not getting the great drops, Tony?
No, dude, I'm not getting anything.
Well, it helps if we actually played the raid, but we haven't got around to that yet.
That's true. In fact, actually, I just read an article yesterday. Somebody finally soloed the raid.
God.
What they solo? Oh, fuck that noise, dude. I haven't even got to play it yet, so fuck them.
Right?
Act it.
Stupid bastards. Well, what are you gonna do?
Not a whole lot. Sit here, fuck around.
What have you been playing this month, Josh?
Honestly, outside of Destiny, not a whole lot. Oh, I just got killed. As I sit here playing it, I haven't really had a whole lot of time to play. Basically, just been grinding around on Destiny when I'm home. Obviously, I'm in the process of moving, so I've been packing up half my apartment, including games.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm not looking forward to that.
Nah, it's gonna be fun, but whatever. But yeah, just playing a whole lot of Destiny. I'm still loving the content. They keep dropping new stuff. Actually, tomorrow, not next Tuesday, they're releasing another DLC for Halloween stuff, the Festival of the Lost, which will be pretty entertaining. A lot of new gear stuff and shit to fuck around with.
I'm excited for that. I liked it last
Yeah,
year.
with all the masks and shit like that. Yeah, it should be fun.
Definitely.
So, whatever downtime I have will be spent grinding that out as well.
Oh, boy. I'll be joining you for that one.
Yep. Yeah, you will. We got shit to fucking hunt down and kill and stuff. But yeah, that's all I got. What about yourself?
Actually, I've just been playing that Shadows of Mordor.
Okay. $10 and you're spent for life, huh?
Pretty much.
My buddies played that when it first came out. It looked really cool. I just didn't pick it up because I'd never played those type of games really for the most part, and it seemed. Well, I was still on Destiny, so yeah, I'm pretty much like once I have one game I'm really focused on, I don't grab another. So at least until something major comes out, like Final Fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. I don't blame you. Yeah, no, that's really all I've been playing. I did a couple of the demos, like I did Outlast 2 when it came out, and I did the PT walkthrough for anybody to know what PT was like. That was a lot of fun. There's a video up on the channel.
What could
Okay, I
have
have to
been?
check it out. I never got a chance to play it. You guys talked about it, but I was late to downloading it before they pulled it.
Yeah, man, it is so good. It's definitely worth playing, but you can't get it anymore, unfortunately. They turned it off.
Which is, Konami is just self-destructing. All they want to do is focus on their pachinko machines and be done with it.
Pachinko machines?
They like the video game arm of Konami. Like, is not their moneymaker. Their main moneymaker is gambling slot machines in Japan.
Well, I mean, I
They
can't.
have a Silent Hill pachinko. They got a Metal Gear Solid pachinko, which is probably like the only new games we'll get in those series.
Good God.
That's pretty funny. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Mhm.
Bastards. Put out some better games. Come on.
All right, let's talk about some horror games here. Consider over.
All right. I guess we can do that.
Yeah. So
Like-
I don't really have a way about going about doing this exactly, other than just kind of like shooting shit here. So I was thinking it would be kind of cool if we could just kind of like rank our top horror games that we've gone through, that we play, that we love playing.
That we love playing.
Horror love
Then,
past
then
it.
I don't know. That might make the list a lot smaller.
Well, at least you'll have something. What do you guys got?
I really haven't played a whole lot of horror games in my entire gaming career. I played Limbo, which I was a huge fan of because it was just like a thinking puzzle / jump scare thing, because everything was dark and black and white. There's spiders, which nobody likes spiders and shit like that. But it was one of those games. It wasn't really scary, but I would play it late at night with all the lights off, and it'd be just kind of fun and whatnot. So, and then I played a handful of Resident Evils, which always creep me out because they're just playing. But I never really played the jump scares like your PTs or your Outlast or anything like that. So,
Outlast is definitely a good one. Not as much fun as Layers of Fear, though.
oh, I did watch someone play Layers of Fear. That looked fun.
Especially the little baby. Remember that video?
That little fucking creepy baby. Oof.
I managed to do that. Unfortunately, the video's gone.
Mm.
I know. All right. Well, I'm sorry to hear that, Josh. Well,
I'll get around to it. Like I said, I just don't. I don't pull up new games that often when I'm obsessed with one. So
right.
I'll just steal the ones you have later and play them all, so I can get a feel for it.
Oh yeah, you'll be able to play PT soon enough.
Yep.
But you, Mike, you gotta have something up in there.
I'll do my top 3, but these are just in no particular order because I can't rank this shit because it's like comparing apples to oranges.
Oh, definitely.
Probably for... See, this is hard because there's so many different kinds of horror. You have psycho... jump scare horror, so it's it depends on what kind of genre you want to go for. I feel like Silent Hill 2 is more psychological. Dead Space, the original Dead Space.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was really good on the horror. And it did something really well that a lot of games miss nowadays, and that's world building, and Metroidvania games focus on it, and that's backtracking, which is a no-no in games these days. But I feel if you have to backtrack through the same area multiple times, it helps build the world. It makes it seem more real, like the Ishimura in the first Dead Space or the mansion in Resident Evil 1. If you get familiar with an area, and then your guard comes down, and then all of a sudden something's going to scare the absolute shit out of you the next time you're going through an area. And then, I don't know, number 3, probably Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly.
Oh, yeah.
Never heard of that one. What's that?
Ooh. It's a trilogy. Well, on PlayStation, it's a trilogy. Oddly enough, Nintendo bought the company, so now 4, 5, and 6 are only on the Wii U. But
God damn it!
Basically, it's just creepy ghost shit, and the only way to attack the ghosts is with a camera, and there's just freaky ghost shit. You're running down a hallway and a ball bounces down some stairs. And you just see kids run away out of the corner of your eye. It's just creepy shit.
Yeah, it's a combination of everything that makes this game scary.
Exactly, and it just broke my heart
awesome.
when Nintendo bought it.
Yeah, actually, I might have the disc for PS2 lying around somewhere.
Oh, I got the original trilogy on PS2, and I bought them on PS3. But the fact that they released them on PS3 as PS2 classics just means that there would never ever be a remaster trilogy, so I guess I'd rather take that than nothing. So
I'll never say never.
Well, Nintendo owns the property now, so I'm amazed we even got it on PSN.
Yeah, good point.
So yeah, those are mine.
Not bad though. Actually, that sounds very similar to mine. What do you got, Joe?
Oh, you expect me to follow that? That sounded very scripted.
Yeah, everything I've got is just off the cusp. Don't worry.
I don't know if I'd classify it as a horror game, but I'll go back to saying Myst. It's the idea of just being completely isolated Actually, any of those games, Mist, Riven, Exile.
I loved those games growing up. Those were
Those were good
really
games
fun
growing up.
games.
Definitely
It's just,
one of my favorites.
That feeling of being alone, it's creepy. Or is there something around the corner? That's why I kind of liked the original Demon Souls, because they designed it that way, where you were alone. That's why there was no party chat or anything like that. You were just do it all by yourself.
Yep. Good point. In fact, actually, I'm a big fan of Myst. Joe, you know this.
Oh yeah, great game. I don't. That's where I'm saying is I don't know if it'd be horror. I guess it's kind of
There's a creepiness of it, of you're like by yourself and you're getting all these weird missions to open up new areas and like
Yeah.
it's not so much a scare as like you said earlier, like the psychological ones. So
Yeah.
I would count it
Yeah.
in my head. Horror is like a large what's it called, like subspace of like horror. Like there's so many different avenues you can take for it.
Yeah.
Even just like suspense is like considered horror. It doesn't even have to scare you; it just has to have you like on the edge of your seat, like you don't know what's going to happen next.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, verdict says you're good. Don't worry about it.
All right.
What else? Yeah, you got to give me some more than just one, my friend.
Well, if you go, I'd have to say the single player of Doom here is pretty good. I mean, it doesn't scare you, but you whip out this chainsaw, which I'm doing right now, and it just becomes a mess. Like, anything can get killed by the chainsaw, except, of course, the main bosses.
Nice.
Via the Cyber Demon and the Spider Master.
Dig it.
Yeah. Oh, what was it? What was the one we were talking about last week with like the weird messed up? Was that BioShock? You're talking about like the big robots under sea, like in the water.
Oh yeah, Big Daddies.
Yeah. Is that considered horror, or is that just kind of like a RPG?
I
I don't know the first one, maybe.
It definitely.
It depends on your definitions. I don't consider it horror, but other people online do. So.
Well,
Fair enough.
I guess I wouldn't say horror, more suspense.
Yeah, I would say it is suspenseful.
Definitely playing that thing in the out. That freaked me out because you never know what was around the corner. You know.
Yep.
So was it 2 or 3 from you, Joe?
Oh, what was that? 2?
Yeah, I think Doom was 2.
Oh, all right. Well then, what the fuck? I did like Until Dawn. I just not so sure about the games where it's pretty much just a movie. That's why I wasn't really big on Heavy Rain. You loved it, Tony.
Yeah. It was great. It was it was brand new concept. Hadn't happened before, and it was done so well.
Until you wanted the platinum, like how far do I gotta go back to watch this movie again?
Yeah, that's true.
9 hours.
Something like that, yeah. Which is the exact reason why I never actually platinumed Until Dawn.
Oh boy.
Because it's the same scenario, but no, actually, I thought that was a good one too. I love that game.
Mm-hmm.
The first time.
The second playthrough, you kind of know what's going on, so it's like, why bother?
Yeah.
It's just what sucks about games like that. It's like only good once, like watching The Sixth Sense or something like that.
Yeah.
True. Very true.
Wait, you watched Sixth Sense more than once?
I'm not admitting anything.
I don't think I could ever sit through that again. Like the acting, I mean, the twist at the end is one thing, but it was just boring. I don't know. That's just me. Again, M. Night Shyamalan, Ding Dong, or whatever his name is, hasn't done anything good, and I don't even know. I think that was probably his last good one.
Probably. Doesn't he have a new one coming out?
He does. Actually, I have high hopes for that. It's the one with James McAvoy where he has like 23 split personalities, and he like kidnaps 3 girls and like holds them hostage and shit. I just saw a preview for it last night when I went and saw Ouija. It looks good.
Oh man, how was Ouija?
Too long to get to any kind of like scary, like weird shit, but it wasn't bad. Like it. My biggest problem with this one's not so much a jump scare like Lights Out, where it's like a monster you have to deal with, but it's it's demons and it just takes forever. There's so much like setup. It's like we bought the board, now we're gonna open the board and do X, Y, Z. I'm just like, no, like I just want to be like scared. That's the whole point of scary movies.
Good point. I might have mentioned in the first episode that we digress a lot.
Yeah, we're talking about horror games. I figured a horror movie conversation didn't really change things much.
No, not at all. In fact, I was kind of curious, so I kind of wanted to know.
I've been watching like nothing but scary movies the last like month. And there's a shitload coming out soon, so we could finish games and talk about that because I got a lot of thoughts on new movies coming out. But again, digressing.
Yeah, we'll digress.
All right, back to games.
I'll get that off my chest.
Will you please let me finish?
I didn't even have to get it off my chest. I just started talking.
It's all good, brother. I still put PT as the scariest game of all time on there. I can't get away from it. You guys have all played it except for you, Josh, right?
Yeah, pretty much. You can say everyone's played it but me. Almost any horror game.
Mike, did you get to the trailer of it?
I have beaten it. Yep.
Where's you, Joe?
No, I have not. I haven't had time. My work schedule.
Oh, dude, PT is like 3 years old. Well, two.
Is it?
Is it?
Jesus.
It's pretty old.
That bums me out.
I know. Are you guys at least familiar with it then, Joe and Josh?
Oh yeah, I've heard of it. I've watched videos. I just haven't played it myself.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I definitely have to go serious. It has that. I mean, granted, it's only one room. Like, you go down a hallway and down another curve of a hallway, and that's it. And it just repeats over and over. You just go in one door and out the other in a cycle. And I think you do roughly 20 cycles in that game. And each time you walk down that hallway, there's something different you can expect when you turn around that corner. So every time you go through that game, it's like you don't know what's going to be around that corner, and it freaks you out every single time. In fact, if you look at our archive, I do the full walkthrough. Granted, it takes me 55 minutes because I had to remember it all. I should have done the research before I did it. But what it was is it was the playable trailer for Silent Hills. And who was producing that game? It was Del Toro, right?
Del Toro and Kojima. Hideo Kojima of Metal Gear fame.
Yeah, and it had Norman Reedus as the main character in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's always good.
Yeah, and
it was like the dream team of like if you could have two people producing a horror game, it would be those two people that you would want at the top of your list.
Really?
Yeah. And the fact of it being a Silent Hill game on top of that is just icing on the cake.
It just had so much potential, and then Konami just shit the bed. And
I love a good shitting in the bed.
Because Del Toro has great monster design and great suspense skills, and Kojima just fucking loves rabbit hole shit. Like, everything has 6 different meanings. Everything ties into each other somehow. I sent Tony a video about, like, the analysis of Silent Hills, and it's all fucking bonkers. And it's just like, way to go, Konami. You basically had, like, a license to print money, and you just threw it down the toilet.
Mm-hmm. In fact, that was the whole thing about the trailer, too, because they gave no direction on how to do it or what it was about. You had to figure all that shit out.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it took people forever, and they were in awe over it. It took them at least a couple of weeks to solve it.
Yeah, and it's like, Silent Hill was dormant for a while, and all of a sudden, I think it was Sony's E3 conference, they just showed some, 30-second trailer. Hey, the demo's out on the network. Go download it and play it. And then people finally beat it, and they realized it was the new Silent Hill game, and everyone just lost their mind. And then they canceled it because
it's too awesome.
There was a bunch of drama with Kojima and a bunch of bullshit, and Konami's trying to get out of the video game business, so they just scrapped the whole thing, and then they pulled it from the network because they're little bitches.
Yeah, which means the only way you can play it is if you had previously downloaded it in the past.
Yep. When I upgraded my PS4 hard drive, I had to do a backup from my other hard drive, otherwise I would have lost my PT download, so, yep.
Yeah, that would have sucked. I mean,
I'm sure you would have been very happy about that.
Yeah, like, once they pulled it, PS4s were going for, like, $9 on eBay. Because, hey, I still have the PT demo on it. You want it? This is the only way to get it.
It's a lot of money.
I was going to say, I would watched it in a heartbeat. I've been like, later.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But, yeah, no, PT was just great on so many layers. Like, What could have been?
So many layers of fear.
I see what you did there.
It was terrifying. No.
That joke was bad, and you should feel bad.
I don't. I make terrible jokes all the time. That's Tony.
That's why I like you.
Yeah. But I highly suggest playing PT if you get a chance. If you know anybody that already has it installed and you get a chance to go over there and play it, I would suggest doing so.
Can you share play it?
No,
My
you can't.
gosh.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I know, it sucks. Otherwise, I'd throw Dead Space in there, definitely. The first one, not so much the second one, because they kind of kept going with mechanics rather than scare tactics, and the third one was all co-op, so there was no suspense or fear to it.
I always took each one as a different entity. I mean, we had fun with Dead Space 3, and I always thought Dead Space 2 was kind of like Resident Evil 4. It's like that transitional period where, like, there is action, but there's also horror. Whereas, and then the first one was just pure survival horror.
And that's kind of what I liked about it, and it was fresh and new, too. In fact, I think the only other game out there that kind of holds up to Dead Space kind of horror is what is it, Alien Isolation?
Oh.
You guys play that one?
No, I want to, though.
Alien is in the movie franchise? Huh? No, I have not.
A lot of people are clamoring for like a PlayStation VR patch.
Dude, that would make things so amazing. In fact, that's why I'm super excited for Resident Evil 7.
Because we're on 7 already? I completely missed 6.
No.
You didn't miss
Yeah,
anything.
Well, alright, fine. I avoided 6 then. I don't know.
Yeah. That's
I hope they make a remaster of the Dead Spaces, because I think I'd get on that again.
Me and Tony have talked about this multiple times. Like a Dead Space trilogy remaster, like 1080p, 60 frames per second, and they keep the co-op from 3 intact. Oh, I'd buy it in a heartbeat.
Yep.
I'm surprised they haven't. They're doing all these remasters of everything else. Like, what is it, Skyrim coming out next week, and
But you have to look at the company. Every other, like, most companies are like on the remake bandwagon except for EA. Like, you don't see Mass Effect, you don't see Mirror's Edge, you don't see Dead Space. Like, they're like the only company that have not partaken in the remaster business.
Didn't they just make a new Mirror's Edge?
They did, or a remaster.
Oh, it's an actual new one.
It's a legit.
Technically, it's a reboot of the series, which is funny because they only had one initial game, and then they rebooted it, and it still received mediocre praise, which sucks because I love the premise, but no one else did.
Yeah, no, I wasn't the biggest fan of it, but
Well, it's hard to do platforming in first person.
well, I think what was that game? The zombie one where it actually gets scary at night.
Dying Light.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dying Light. I never played that.
That was fun as hell co-op.
Oh, absolutely. And that would could kind of make the list. It's not on my personal list, but
Yeah, it's not on mine either. I mean, it was fun.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
But was it scary? I mean, if you got someone to like save your ass every time you like get in the thick of it, it's like kind of removes the horror element of it.
Well, if you're doing co-op, yeah, but in single player, like once the lights went out and you had to go do a mission, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little nervous at first. Powered up, and
I was gonna say until you get the grappling hook and you can just like zip over buildings.
all right, or the flashlight and all that other jazz, and you can kind of actually defeat them before they even get to you. So, aside from that, when it first started, yeah, I was a little nervous. But, yeah, that's a good game.
Well, that's true for all games, though. As soon as you get powered up, like the shit that would like just wreck you initially is just like trivial.
Sure.
There's a new game here in the store. I don't know if you guys watched this preview. I guess it's kind of horror. It's called Here They Lie. Looks like something that would scare you, Tony.
Anything will scare me if you watch the videos on our channel.
Yeah, that's a PSVR game, if memory serves. I think they got reviews.
What's it called?
Here They Lie. It looks like something that would make you scream.
So that's a VR game?
I think it's a VR game, yeah.
Oh, and I am not up $400 for one of those.
I'll be getting one soon enough.
I'll play it when you get it.
Yeah. to play. It doesn't look like it's only VR.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the rating got a 4.8 out of 10 though from IGN, but from what I'm looking at here, it doesn't look bad. I bet it'd be a lot better in VR though.
Yeah.
Probably.
In fact, any of you guys tried
Back-
VR yet?
Or, I don't know.
I've watched videos of people. There's a couple of them that look interesting, but I haven't got a chance. I don't know anybody who's actually bought it. Actually, the Perez's, Tony, they have it.
Rich has it too.
Oh, Rich got it too? Alright, well, we're going to have to check it out with him then at some point.
Right? In fact, he was saying, like, it makes him dizzy when he plays it. So he might not
I
even
believe
hang
it.
on to it. And if that's the case, he said he was going to sell it to me. So fingers crossed. Rich, if you hear this, wink, wink.
Nudge, nudge.
Nudge, nudge. Yeah.
In fact, I would love to play Alien Isolation on that VR if they ever port it. Same thing with PT, but that would never ever happen.
Yeah, Konami's not going back to that.
No. Other than that, my third would probably have to be Fatal Frame 2, the Crimson Butterfly, because of that. Although, if we're trying to keep it current, I could take out Fatal Frame and exchange it for Outlast because it's the same concept. Of
Oh, really?
Yeah, like you played Outlast, right, Josh?
Nope.
Well, no worries. Up to next week here. I mean, I've got all these, so you can play them.
Yeah, we can go through and play all these scary ones. You can record me jumping like a bitch.
Oh, I plan on it. It's gonna happen. In fact, we should get like Sarah Green to come over and do the same thing.
Yeah, that'd work. Or just have her watch as we play, because I'm sure it'd be the same type of shit.
I want to see her get.
But yeah.
So yeah, it's the same concept really. Fatal Frame 2, like I was saying, you're only armed with a camera, and it's all ghosts and shit and things popping out at you. Outlast is the same thing. You're in a mental institution and shit jumps out at you. Granted, they're not ghosts, which would make it a lot scarier, but all you have is a camera.
Yeah, I played the original. I mean, you can fight them, you just don't last very long.
Well, I'll fight a ghost.
I wouldn't do too well. Although I love them because they always make me scream because I know it's not real.
All right, completely off the topic of games, but
Yeah.
speaking of like ghosts and stuff, I just put in for a contest to win spend the night at Dracula's castle.
Oh, really?
Yeah, through Airbnb, it's two people get to go there, dinner, and like secret passageway that they have, and then you sleep in what was it, like silk lined coffin beds or something like that. But you get a full tour of like the entire castle.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Where's
you guys are talking? If you just go like Airbnb's website and look it up, like you just put in like what would you say to Dracula if you came face to face, and you're like, all right, you're entered. But yeah, it's a two-person. Yeah, I totally want to do that, dude. That'd be fucking awesome.
Fuck, I'm gonna put in for that. That sounds awesome.
Yeah, like I said, completely unrelated, but there you go. More scary stuff talking. I'll have to look it up, but yeah, I'll get you it.
Sweet. What else?
All right, sorry, back to games. I'm gonna keep taking us off the rails. Don't worry, guys.
That's what you're good for. No worries.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
What else you guys got for scary games? I was looking online and I was looking at gamesradar.com and they came up with like a top 20 list of the scariest ranked games, and some of them I would agree on, other ones not so much. Top 10, tell me if you guys agree with this. Number 10, rated by gamesradar.com, was Bloodborne.
I don't feel like that would be that scary.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
Why that made it on there.
It's a great game, but I don't know if I'd say it was scary. It's like all those other ones, like Demon Souls, Dark Souls.
Yeah, it's just tough.
True, and the idea of not knowing what's around the corner, but by the time you make it to the boss, you know the entire map by heart because of how many times you've died. Number 9 is Soma.
I've never heard of that one.
No? It's
I don't think I've heard of that one. I don't think I've heard of that one either.
I've watched videos of it. I'd say it's more suspenseful than horror, but that's just me.
Definitely along those suspense lines, but I'd still say it's scarier than Bloodborne.
Yeah, that's a low stick to hurdle.
Oh well. Number 8 is Fatal Frame 2, Crimson Butterfly. Go figure.
I agree with that one.
And what's funny is right above that, number 7 is Outlast. Because it's the exact same game, just modernized.
Mm-hmm.
Then above that, we got Resident Evil 4 coming in at number 6. What do you think about that?
I wouldn't put any Resident Evil in there as horror.
What about 7?
You see, we haven't played it yet.
You haven't played the demo for 7 yet?
No.
That was the saddest no ever.
Yeah.
Out of time.
God.
Why you ask stupid questions, Tony? Jesus.
For reactions such as that, damn.
I think the only Resident Evil I played the one on GameCube way back in the day, and then I played right before I switched to PS4. I bought the bundle for 360.
I did enjoy 5. I wouldn't call it a horror by any means, but I definitely enjoyed playing 5.
Yeah. Well, see, the problem is like back in the day, like the early Resident Evil, like horror from like that era and the current era, it's like apples and oranges. I mean, it was scary because what? The controls sucked and you had limited resources.
Back to the first one.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't aim and turn at the same time.
You couldn't even aim up and down to like shoot things. Wasn't that introducing like Resident Evil 2?
No, that was in 3.
God.
With the Nemesis, so you could be able to like actually look around for the motherfucker.
That was an interesting concept. I think that was like one of the first times like an enemy would like follow you room to room. I remember that was like a big selling point.
Was that before or after Pyramid?
Pyramid Head was 2001. I don't know when Resident Evil 3 came out. I thought Resident Evil 2 was 99. It might have been like same damn year.
Let's see, Resident Evil 3. I wish we had like a fact checker for this, but anyways, I'm Googling it. That was 1999.
Resident Evil 3 was 99?
September 22nd, 99.
Oh.
Well, then that was first, because I know Silent Hill 2 was 2001.
That's insane. So yeah, that's probably true. Actually, I kind of, that had a fear for me growing up on the original PlayStation, because every time he'd pop out of a wall or behind a corner, I would scream like a little girl.
Didn't you have like a save file where you were stuck?
Yes.
Nemesis was on the other side of the door.
That's what it was. It was in the bell tower.
That happened to me with whatever the GameCube one was. I went through a door and could never go back through, and I was like, well, okay. I checked everywhere, and there was nowhere for me to go.
I live now.
Yep, that's where I stopped. That's where I stopped playing. I was like, well, I'm not redoing it all because
typewriter and an empty bookshelf.
Yeah, I think I was like low on health too, so I had to heal. I guess this is where I live now.
The remake of the first one on GameCube is like the way remakes should be redone. It's like it's basically the same, but they added some new shit in, and like the pre-rendered backgrounds were gorgeous.
I'll give them credit, and it was fun to play, but I wouldn't call it like scary.
No.
In fact, number 5, which I hate to say, is Resident Evil 2.
God, will they stop stealing our ideas?
Damn it!
Yeah. Let's see. Number 4 is Alien Isolation.
Gee, we've never talked about that, have we?
No, but oh man, that's a good one.
Has anyone even played it?
Yeah, I played it.
Oh, have you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's good. I recommend it. Granted, I didn't get very far because it popped into my library and I just never went back to it.
Yeah.
Let's see. Number 3 is Amnesia: The Dark Descent. No.
It's kind of like Outlast. I mean, you can't really fight. You have to run away.
Is it? I actually never played that one.
It's basically the Outlast precursor. Like you can't really fight the enemies. Your best tactic is to hide and run away.
That's fair. Although that does put up for a pretty good horror game. I mean, that's really the only thing that ever gets me is the disempowerment.
Yeah, the sense of hopelessness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, this guy can actually kill me. I can't fight back.
Yeah, you can't play for a few more hours and all of a sudden, hey, I got a rocket launcher.
Resident Evil 5. Unlimited rocket launcher ammo.
I was gonna say, like, you could, if you beat the game under 3 hours, you can use the infinite rocket launcher on your next playthrough, and it doesn't count against you. Like, that's just when they stop caring about the rank you get at each game.
Yep.
After each game, I should say.
They just gave up. They're like, here, have everything you want. Leave us alone. Let's see. Number 2. Oh, buddy. All right, so number 2 is PT.
Yeah.
Surprised it didn't make it to number 1. Can you guess what number 1 is?
Layers of Fear.
No. In fact, that's number 18.
I was just throwing out a random one I could think of. I don't know.
Number 1? Shit, I don't know.
Until Dawn. Evil Within.
Until Dawn is number 12.
Last of Us.
No, but that's actually not a bad scary game, The Last of Us.
I don't know. What's number 1?
It's
I
gonna
was gonna
be
say, you
like
tell us, or just keep
Goosebumps
guessing?
Return to Horrorland or something, isn't it?
Oh my god, it is. For PC
Yeah.
back in 1990, kidding. It's Silent Hill 2.
Oh, I do agree with that one.
Yeah, I would too. I mean, that is by far the better Silent Hill aside from PT.
I feel like that's the game that like got like symbolism into like mainstream. Because everything in that game is just symbolic of something else, and then like I feel like other games just copied it after. And it's just the story was so good.
Yeah, definitely. Although I'm a big fan of the Silent Hill series as it is.
I'd say 1 through 3, although Homecoming and Downpour made me appreciate The Room, which is number 4. Because originally I hated The Room, and then the American developed Silent Hill came out. I was like, well, I guess it wasn't so bad.
What was that one on Nintendo Wii where you couldn't shoot back? It's like Silent Hill Frozen Running.
Oh, or Shattered Memories, which is basically a remake of the first one.
Oh my god, I had that when I had a Wii, and I was very upset.
I was quite angry with it.
It's called Dick Hurts.
It's like, maybe I'll get a gun in this chapter. Or
No.
a crowbar.
You just run away every time the world shifts to ice.
You run away in a wheelchair. At one point.
Are you serious?
One?
Yeah, you
In a
have to do
wheelchair?
the motion. Yeah. You have to do the motion with the Wii controller that you're in a wheelchair.
Fucking hell, Nintendo.
I would play that game just to watch someone do that motion.
Yeah, absolutely.
I made Shane do it. Oh, it was hilarious. So picture that.
That's terrible. Like anybody, I'm doing it right now.
I think it's not video.
I was going to say, too bad we're not capturing video yet.
Yeah, I'll aim it. Decide to stream it, then it will happen.
Oh, God. Please do.
I know, right?
Why would you put yourself through the punishment?
Because it sounds like fun.
For the fans.
Mm-hmm.
What, like all 3, and you guys are 2.
Our audience is building. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Slowly.
So, given the list that we have and the list that Games Radar gave us, they say the top 3, Amnesia, PT, and Silent Hill 2. Would you kind of agree with that, or would you kind of want to switch those around, being like the scariest horror game out there?
I defer. From what I understand, you guys have a better grasp of that. I've never played them all, but I plan to soon.
Oh, and you will. You will, my friend. Although, I mean, I would agree with the list. I think Silent Hill 2 is scarier than PT. There's not much out there that I think is scarier than PT.
Yeah, I mean, it's a changing definition. I mean, what was scary in like the PS1 era is like nothing today. So whatever comes down the road whatever we think is scary today in 10 years will probably be nothing again. So.
True story. Although now that we have VR coming out, scary is reaching a whole new level.
Yeah, do you actually think VR is going to stick around, or is it just a gimmick?
Yeah, I bet it's a novelty. It'll go away. But when you can't tell me that when Resident Evil 7 comes out here in January, which is for VR, it's PT,
Yeah.
person in your creepy little house and creepy family ghosts popping out, shit everywhere. Like, being submerged in that world is going to be frightening. Whether or not
I mean,
it's a gimmick.
I'll play it. I'm just not going to play it with the VR headset. I'm not going to show up for $100 something I'm only going to play once or something.
Good point. Like, I wouldn't get it just for that. So they better come out with some pretty cool stuff by January.
Yeah.
I wouldn't get your hopes up.
I have that problem.
I know. That's what I'm telling you.
Speaking of setting expectations too high, Josh, are you excited for Doctor Strange next week?
Oh, fuck yes. I can't wait.
Oh man, it's gonna be amazing. We got our tickets. You guys got yours?
Nope.
No,
What is wrong with y'all?
back here in Minnesota, we don't do such things.
Yeah.
What, enjoy movies?
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Have you seen his trophy score? He doesn't
No.
go to movies.
Waits for it to download. They're coming
Yeah.
online.
It takes a special movie to get my ass in the seats. I think the last movie I saw Deadpool in February.
That's definitely a good movie to go see.
I got that sitting
Speaking
up
of
on my
that,
shelf.
Have you guys heard about the Deadpool 2?
Yeah, the director left apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
such a bummer.
Which, the first one was so amazing, of course they'd cock up the second one somehow.
From what I actually just got done watching a podcast at work today about it. Apparently, what's his name, Tim Miller, wanted to take it into a different direction in terms of not as funny as the first one was, and Ryan Reynolds and the movie company was like, no, that's what worked. We're gonna stick with it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm intrigued to find out what's going on with it. I can't wait because as long as Ryan Reynolds in it, it's gonna be awesome. But
As long as he.
I was kind of hoping the entire crew would be still together for it.
True. But I mean, as long as he maintains creative control, I think we'll be okay.
Agreed.
Yeah, but does Ryan Reynolds does producer credit or something? Because I
He's
feel
a
like
producer on it. Yeah, he's a
Oh, is
producer.
he?
Yeah,
Okay.
because this was his and Miller's baby. They weren't fucking around with it. He was spearheading most of it.
Yeah. Well, we don't know what influence Miller had on the first one. I feel like
True.
it was kind of like a team dynamic. So with one of them leaving, who knows what the hell the second one's going to be.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they can keep the humor level mixed with the blood and gore and fourth wall breaking, that's all I need.
Yeah.
And fart jokes, dick jokes.
Oh, dick and fart jokes for days.
But natural.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Deadpool without it.
I'd be Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
Hey, that movie's not bad. I enjoy that movie a lot.
Right. In fact, what would make Deadpool 2 the best movie of all time is if Spider-Man makes a cameo.
That's not happening, dummy. It's Fox.
Fox.
End of
I could
discussion.
dream.
Well, no, but I mean, it's Fox and Spider-Man, Sony, and/or Marvel, depending on what you want to consider it.
Well, I think Sony still owns them, but they gave creative control to Disney.
Yeah, so it's still Sony and Fox. You're not getting the combo between the two.
Sad.
But Fox owns X-Men.
Okay.
Wolverine, maybe he can make an appearance. They said that this Logan movie is his last movie, but that doesn't mean he can't make an appearance.
This Logan movie actually looks amazing.
So many people are just calling that The Last of Us the movie because
I am too.
It's like he's got a beard and he's dragging a girl around, and it's just it's The Last of Us, basically.
It's a giant escort mission. In fact, a buddy of mine, Dan, who has a podcast, Ramble On About Movies, I was having a mini with those guys over Facebook about it, saying I wasn't impressed with the trailer. We just went on for 46 comments later on one small little post about my rant of why I don't like it very much and how it's The Last of Us. It's just a giant escort mission and a Fox drama between Professor Xavier
I
and
feel like
Logan.
you're judging that a little harshly just off a teaser trailer. I mean, yeah, it's them, beard, little girl running around, but there's going to be way more to that than there's going to be the dynamic of finding out what happened to all the other X-Men, why everyone's dead. I still would like to know how Professor X, who was already old to begin with, is still around with Wolverine. But
Aren't they? Isn't it going to be an R rating?
Yep.
Oh yeah, it's R.
Yeah. Deadpool didn't have a hand in that at all.
No.
Well, let's be honest. Wolverine should have been an R from the get-go. Everything Wolverine should have been R.
Yeah, but every comic book movie that's ever come out, the executives are like, man, we gotta get those 13-year-olds. So it's they gotta cater to them. And then Deadpool comes out, which is an adult movie, and they're like, oh, we can make an R-rated movie and still make money.
Idiots.
Weird how it works.
I'm not mad about it as long as they're okay. Just don't make it R for the sake of R, and I'll be all right.
Well, I would
Yeah,
say,
but given you got a dude who has basically claws coming out of his hands, yeah, it should have been R to begin with. I mean, come on, he's slicing dudes in half.
Yep.
but they're not really showing it.
Yeah, well, what was that game on PS3, like X-Men or whatever? It was basically Devil May Cry, but with Wolverine in it.
It was really good, though.
I know that, but like in that, he's like ripping people in half and like just murdering people left and right. It's like,
I don't think I know this one.
Yeah, dude. No, in fact it plays kind of like God of War, which makes it even.
oh, God of War, that's what I was thinking of. Yeah, not Devil May Cry.
Yeah, like Kratos running around just murking up motherfuckers left and right. It's like Wolverine, except across the screen into somebody, and it goes in slow motion. It's really good.
It was hilarious because due to his regenerative capabilities, like it was almost impossible to die in that game.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny because like the more damage you took is like you could see like his rib cage, or like you could see like his like internal organs. Is like the more damage you took, the more degraded he became. But like he would just regen and he'd be perfect again.
Yeah, no, it was really well done. It's called Wolverine Origins.
That's what it was.
In fact, I don't have that one anymore. Sorry, Josh. I'd let you play it, but it's definitely worth a try if you can get your hands on it.
I'll probably check it out.
Too.
He doesn't care.
Oh, I do care. I'm a huge comic nerd, so anything.
No, about the
Wolverine,
platinum, you don't care.
I'm sorry. My phone went off. I looked down. I didn't hear that part. Yeah, no, I don't care about platinums. No.
Joe, you platinum that one, right?
That one yet.
Oh, you're missing out, buddy.
Yeah, it was an easy platinum.
In fact, wasn't it you, Mike? You saw me playing it one day, and you're like, I think I should play that.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I don't know. Shit. At the time, I had GameFly, so I would just rent piss easy games, platinum them, and then send them back a day later.
Oh.
Yeah.
You cheesing the platinums, I see.
Well, Joe, isn't that how we got started with our platinums? And I was doing, like, fucking... What was that game?
Yeah. Cloudy with a chance of meatballs.
I have that one, too.
Are you fucking kidding me?
I have it
Goddamn
too.
all of you.
The worst platinum is not the worst, but like the easiest is Mega Mind. You can get it in 2 hours.
Got it.
Jesus Christ.
And he is right. Took about 2 hours. Also, we got Ice Age 3.
It's one of the few times in this group of 4 people right here that I almost wanted to yell out nerds.
The best part was I'd go buy these games, platinum them, and turn them to GameStop and get all my money back.
Well, to be fair, in the last episode, I did fully admit I have no life, so I have no shame.
That's alright. We're all in the same boat.
Mm-hmm.
See, I only have half a life because I have half the amount of platinums he has.
I feel like we're splitting hairs on that one.
But aren't you?
Say what, Mike?
Aren't you at like 70?
No, I have like 34.
Who the hell am I thinking of? I know your last one was Destiny, which was impressive because of that stupid flawless raider bullshit.
Oh, yeah, but it's so easy now. In fact, I
Oh,
think Josh, didn't you get that one? The Flawless Raider?
I think we went through and got that out of Croto one time.
Yeah, so you're only missing that one. Yeah, it actually got a lot easier after they started adding the new content. Your level goes up, you become God mode, basically, and you can just walk right through the damn thing. So,
You do have 35. Yep.
ooh, I was one off. I said 34, right?
So,
Yeah.
what, are we talking about our most impressive platinum?
Oh, Jesus. What do you got, Joe?
Is that... Oh, well, I don't know. I think one of my most difficult ones was Rock Band 2.
I can't remember what my most hard one it was.
I think the most expensive one out there would be Rock Band 3 because it forces you to buy all the extra equipment to get it.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
And you just stroll on down.
What about yours, Josh?
Say what?
What's your hardest, most difficult, is the word I should have chosen, platinum that you got?
Oh, wait.
On a PS4, let's go ahead and pull this up. I'm 90% away from Destiny. I'm 71% away from Tom Clancy's The Division. 3% into Star Wars Battlefront. 64% into Diablo 3, and 3% into Assassin's Creed Unity. That's it.
Diablo 3 is an easy...
No, it's not.
Yeah, I got it. Nerd.
That doesn't
Yeah,
make
I
sense.
missed quite a few.
Actually,
Scroll
Dead
through it
Space
right now.
2.
Oh, but
Dead Space 2 was difficult.
Oh, yeah, because you had that stupid, you could only save 3 times bullshit.
Yeah, that's what made it... Oh, my God.
According to PSNP profiles, my rarest platinum is Terraria.
That's a tough one too. Oh my god.
I don't know that one.
It's basically 2D Minecraft.
Ew. I mean, oh.
Ah!
Sorry, I'm just not a fan of Minecraft.
Yeah, I'm not either.
I think, well, here's a tough one that I don't know anybody who would get this. It's at 0.1%. What is it? Lost Planet 2.
Oh, that sounds familiar.
That one required games to unlock accolades in it. And you need to unlock all the accolades to get a trophy.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck that noise. Wow.
What was that?
That was the weirdest sneeze I ever heard.
Technically, it was a hiccup.
Somebody's getting possessed over there.
Look, what I do in my free time is between me and the ghosts.
No, it's between you and the PlayStation. We can see.
It's a shame you weren't recording that, because I'd like to... No, never mind, I take that back. So, moving on. So, Red Dead 2 was announced this last week.
What was?
The internet lost its mind over that.
Oh, I know, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Well, that was a long time coming.
Yeah, but we finally got something on it.
Yeah, but you know what chaps my ass about it?
What really grinds your gears?
I don't know if it's because if I've gotten older or what, but it's like, don't tell me about a game unless it's less than 6 months out. Otherwise, I don't care.
Why? How far out is it?
All 2017.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I don't care anymore.
Yeah, it's like Fallout 4 was perfect. They announced it at E3 and it was out 5 months later. Like, I wish developers would realize that you could announce your game today and it could release next week. It would still sell just as many copies. Like, we don't need to know 2 years in advance or a year in advance. Just tell us when you're less than 6 months out, release a trailer, put out a release date, and just be done with it.
Give us a demo or a beta.
Yeah, but no, I'm excited, man. I love the first Red Dead.
Damn, Skippy, I'm so close to finishing it, I just never want to touch it again.
The only thing that worries me is
said.
with the success of GTA 5 is the post-game support will most likely be strictly online-based. Like, I doubt there'll be any single-player DLC, like Undead Nightmare, which was amazing.
I did was really
But,
good.
no, like, GTA Online became stupidly popular, and they had said that they had single-player DLC in the works for GTA 5, and that was like 3 years ago, and nothing's solidified because they just keep on pumping out GTA Online packs because they've made over $1 billion in microtransactions. So it's like, I imagine the same thing's going to happen for Red Dead Online or whatever it's called. They're just going to focus on the online and just let the single player rot.
I mean, you're probably not wrong.
Which, I mean, what was it in the trailer? There's like 7 characters riding on horses. Like, I imagine there'll be a heavy online component.
Yeah. Open world of like 24 to 36 people and maybe a max of 6 to 8 online friends.
Oh, yeah, I imagine, it'll be like the original Red Dead, like form your own gang, get your own posse,
I hated that.
Ride around the map, do various missions. Yeah. But no, I am happy it got announced because I love the first freaking just amazing game, amazing writing. John Marston was great. Mm-hmm. So,
well, hopefully they don't screw up the story.
Well, the popular theory is it's a prequel, so...
So maybe we can see young John at the end?
Well, basically, it's going to be about the downfall of Dutch's gang.
Okay.
Because, like, a lot of the characters, or 2 of the characters are very similar to Dutch and Bill, I think, in Red Dead 1. So I was like, it's going to be a prequel. It's going to be about Dutch's gang and how it just basically self-destructs, and who knows? I mean, we don't know anything yet. We've only had like a 1-minute trailer, so who knows? It's all rumor and speculation.
Right. Although the only positive note I can say about it being announced a year out is that we're probably going to get 2 different an alpha and a beta. Especially if they're trying to rely on the multiplayer aspect of it, which sounds, especially given their trend. If that's the case, then they're definitely going to have to do an alpha and beta, 1 to test the servers and 2 to test the servers under stress with more people and more mechanics, and so at least we have that to look forward to, even though there's no idea of it possibly being true.
Yeah, I mean, but alphas and betas are so popular right now with developers, so
Even another reason as to why we can look forward to it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just pushing it out of my mind because, like I said, it's a year out. It's like, I don't care. Like, I'll care when it's like 4 months out. Like, it's just dumb.
Back when it'll be like, what, episode 5?
Probably.
Unless you guys are going to do it every month.
I mean, we're just gonna keep going until we don't go no more.
No.
No more.
Well, worst case scenario is you could just say that everybody either hates or loves. Boom, you got yourself an episode.
Oh, that's pretty much how we run, right?
Mm-hmm.
A game, it doesn't mean talk about Josh's movies. I don't even know.
So yeah, what other movies are coming out?
Where do you want me to start?
Actually, we're scheduled to see Harry Potter right after Doctor Strange.
2 weeks after Doctor Strange. Yep, I've got the tickets on my dresser right now.
Perfect. What do I have for that?
We'll even it out because you're putting Star Wars in because Lyle got Strange.
Right on. All right. No, you're right. We digress. So that's actually pretty much what we were trying to get at for this episode, is to talk about some horror stuff and discuss different games and what we thought about where they would lie on like a top 10 scale, and at least we all kind of came to the same general notion, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, for the most part, from what little information I could add to this podcast.
Well, I definitely say you are going to play PT, and I'm going to record that shit. We're going to turn the lights off. This is already starting to sound a little romantic, so let's not.
Yeah, I'll probably be a little drunk because I'll need to do that to get through it.
No, buddy, it's going to be funny.
Yeah, I imagine it's going to be pretty damn stupid.
Yeah. Anything else coming up game-wise? I think I read a couple of things. Like you said, next week is Skyrim? Or is that this week?
Yeah, still a remaster. Yeah. And my biggest flaw with that game is I always had to make a new character. I had to try something else.
Because of the way you spec'd it, or because of the look?
Well, no, it's just I wanted to. Okay, let's say I want to just run through magic this time, and I get tired of that, and I'll just try a sword this time. Bow and arrow. It was always different. That was my biggest flaw. I mean, I love the game.
Oh, don't get me wrong. In fact, that was the only Elder Scrolls I liked playing.
They're probably remaking it because they lost their ass on the fucking online one, which is garbage.
On the MMO that I told you not to buy.
Garbage.
I think I plead the fifth.
No, in fact, actually, I gave mine away by accident. I let a friend borrow it, and I never got it back.
I got a digital copy.
Of course you did.
It's not going anywhere.
The other game that came out just recently is the Tomb Raider one, finally. The one that was only on Xbox.
Ugh.
No, not interested?
I just done year-long exclusive bullshit. I'll play it once it's like $15.
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't want to spend $60 on a game that on a game that plays exactly like Uncharted.
Which is hilarious because, like, Uncharted was influenced by Tomb Raider, and then the Tomb Raider reboot was influenced by Uncharted. So it's like just a circle.
Well, they did a good job, that's for damn sure.
Yeah, but I think I prefer Uncharted over Tomb Raider.
Uncharted 2 over any Tomb Raider.
2 is the best one. Best story, best writing, best mechanics.
Yeah, I would agree with that. In fact, there's nothing about 2 I didn't like.
3 kind of shit the bed, and 4 was...
4 was alright, I just didn't like the emphasis they put on the stealth combat.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, he's older, and so you kind of have to if you're playing through the logic side of him getting progressively older, but at the same time, it was just too heavy, and I mean, the platinum was still pretty easy, don't get me wrong, I still finished that thing, but...
Piss easy.
Yeah, it's still not as good as the second one, and I don't think I've ever played the first one.
You are not missing out.
You guys got anything else about games? Otherwise, we can go ahead and about wrap it up here shortly. We're reaching on our 60-minute mark.
Sure, yeah.
I think you're past 60 minutes.
Well,
alright, how about, let's see, what's the worst horror game? I'm going to still say The Evil Within. The worst game.
The Alone in the Dark remake.
Worst, I'm going to go with The Evil Within as well, because that's just a platinum that nobody's ever going to get. I mean... Joe, I think we're stuck at the same exact spot in that game where we just gave up and the dog.
We're not even far in the game.
No. That's what's really sad. I mean, it's scary, don't get me wrong, but fuck that game.
I mean, I quit games sooner, but couldn't do it.
No. I mean, at least you can progress through terrible games like the Resident Evils, but no. What about you, Josh? You got a worst horror game?
Probably Resident Evil because I hate the overhead camera and I just don't really like those games. Like I've never been a huge fan.
Have you played the original Silent Hill?
I've not gotten into any of those.
There's a video for you.
Yeah.
Play Silent Hill 1.
Oh yeah, buddy.
Alright, I'm game for whatever.
I mean, we'd probably be better off finding an emulator for it.
Yeah. Unless you got a video capture card, you could play it off the PS3.
Well, what was your worst horror game, Mike?
The Alone in the Dark remake.
Why is that your worst?
It's just a shitty, dumb, awful game, and like I played it for 10 minutes, and I was just like, I can't play this garbage anymore, and just fucking sent it back to GameFly.
Sounds aggressive.
I know, it was shitty and
shoving it into the envelope.
Just shitty, just like the birthing of Isaac, just shitty garbage. No one will ever platinum it. Oh shit!
It's like the type of game like you would like make someone play if you were like doing enhanced interrogation on them. Like they'll talk. Like
I don't know why that was so funny.
Nah, that's my top one. It's Yunk. How about you, Tony?
You have a compelling argument. No, I said the Evil Within with Joe.
Oh, that's right. See, that looks so promising, though. I never got around to playing it.
That's what the disappointing part was.
Yeah, dude, like I was following that thing before it came out, and I was so excited. I even have a screenshot that I took waiting for the countdown timer to actually play it digitally, and I played it until like 5 o'clock in the morning. I was so stoked, and
What
turned out to be disappointing.
was the selling point of that game? Wasn't it like the original or the Resident Evil creator? Or
No, you gotta watch. Well, was it?
there was some big hook about it, and people were really excited about it. I thought it was because it was the original Resident Evil creator. Like that was the new game.
It is Sega. No, you gotta watch the opening trailer. Like I do give them credit that the opening to that game was fantastic. Getting chased by that butcher, and I mean it looked so promising from that opening trailer, and that's really all that we got to see.
I think that's why I was so mad at it, because it looked great. And you know what? I got through some of it, but then once I found that dog in that stupid courtyard.
That stupid guy who dropped his fucking glasses. I can't see. Help me through the courtyard. Go fuck yourself. There's a giant dog over there. I'm not helping you do shit except use you as bait to run.
I say, just cap him in the kneecap and just friggin' just a brisk saunter away as the dog mauls him.
Saunter away. You're like, and I'm out. See ya.
Bye, Felicia.
With a friend in the zombie apocalypse, someone to kneecap when you're getting surrounded.
Right. Well, unless you got anything else, I think we can go ahead and wrap this episode up.
I believe I'm good. I don't have much left to say.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us for episode 2. Next month, when we do episode 3, we're going to be talking about Final Fantasy 15. We'll talk about that. We'll probably even have some video footage of that, so that'll be good. So thanks for joining us. Again, I'm Anthony Dane, and with me is the hand Joshua Bratton.
That's me.
And joining us are Mike Linetti.
That is me.
And Joseph Valentine. You guys got anything you want to plug?
Yeah, too easy.
Yes.
Like, we all just pause, like, come on, Tony, you can't just softball those.
Yeah.
Almighty. Well, follow us on YouTube. Our channel is Casual Criticz with a Z, and you gotta make sure you type that in to find us. And follow us on YouTube at Casual
I swear
Criticz.
we'll get better at this. It's still a work in progress.
Right. All right, fellas. That's a wrap.
All right. Sounds good. Later, gentlemen.
Bye.